Api pedagogy. Maybe I should tell you about the name of the institute. It's not a big secret. The name comes from my daughter. My daughter has a name, Enea. About me, for short, I'm a professional head of Api pedagogical programs at Institute Enea. I develop the pedagogical programs and coordinate them for municipality of Ljubljana on the Beehive in Ljubljana. That's our capital city. I am also co-author of Natural Science and Cultural Day in Ljubljana, and I am author of Api Kindergarten Pedagogical Program. I am cooperating with municipality of Ljubljana in the international project BPATNet, and now that continues in BPATNet Reloaded. I provide them professional support in the transfer of good practice of the mentioned pedagogical programs to 9 European cities. I am an international lecturer in the fields of pedagogy and Api-therapy. With my professional presentations, I have attended over 20 professional and scientific seminars, conferences, congresses, and cultural events on foreign and domestic soil. I also cooperate with Ministry of Education, Science and Sport of the Republic of Slovenia, which we have so far organized and conducted 4 16-hour pedagogical seminars for Api Kindergarten. In October 2021, in cooperation with Api Mondia, Slovenian Beekeepers Association, Romanian Api-Therapy Association, and Association of Beekeeping Societies Maribor, Slovenia, we co-organized and conducted the first international conference, Api-Therapy for Children. I have also made a key contribution to the formation of the BPAT development strategy in the municipality of Ljubljana. I have published several professional articles in domestic and foreign journal. I also prepared on the request of the municipality of Ljubljana the professional materials like Api Kindergarten, Handbook for Educators, Etiquette of Good Behavior near Bees, Code for Safe Implementation of the Pedagogical Program Api Kindergarten, and Code for the Best Api Kindergarten in Ljubljana. That will be it for now. So let's start with Api-Aromatherapy in kindergarten. It's of course, the experience comes from the professional pedagogical program in public kindergartens. First steps with first group was a couple of years ago, when the placement of children in the appropriate period of development was the key for the start. We needed to observe in which phase they are, so we can prepare the observation and monitoring of the effects of Api-Aromatherapy to reach some conclusions. After that, we included all preschool groups in 10 public kindergartens. It's now spread wider, but we do not have the results for bigger picture yet. It's still going on, the research. Now, methods and research questions that we were focusing on. The method were active observation with participation, active participation in activities with children, monitoring of the group. We provided special forms, of course, and percentage of the presence of children in kindergarten would be the important question here. So we wanted to see if would Api-Aromatherapy in kindergarten provide better cooperation between the pedagogical workers and parents of the children. Further, we wanted to discover if Api-Aromatherapy would improve conditions for children's physical and mental health, for the development, of course, also, and if would children included in Api kindergarten program maintain better health than the children that are not. Of course, the approach was not only strictly air from the hive, but we had to manage some new ideas to bring that to the kindergarten where there are no living bees in the room. On that picture, you can see me how I also introduce the aroma of bee products through massaging the little girl's hand with this little ball of wax I made. That girl really enjoyed it, not only the smell but also the feeling on the skin, since she has big issues with atopic dermatitis, and she's constantly facing itches and some skin difficulties, so that was really beneficial for her. The measuring results. The reasons for the absence from the kindergarten can be various, since not every absence can be considered credible. For example, child 3, as you can see in graph, is healthier than an average 1-year-old child, although the presence indicators shows otherwise. The child 3 is was really wow, healthy young little girl, but her parents had such jobs they could organize a lot of family time together, so she was out of kindergarten healthy a lot. Then for the child 2, it is necessary to take into account the fact that he received Api-therapy treatments 2 months later than the others, because earlier he simply did not trust us yet. He had distrust issues. He needed more time to allow him to participate in activities we were having. All 3 examples from the graph are children of the age group 1 to 2. The result of the program Api Kindergarten is a low rate of absence due to illness. The child 1 was the heroic one. He was almost always in the kindergarten. In addition to nebulization of honey, wax, and propolis, the children enjoyed bee products in the diet also. That goes for this first group and also for all the groups that followed. It's not only Api-Aromatherapy, I must point that out. It's in the diet also, or in the workshops. Immediate effect we noticed was the children would calm down completely and relax and calmly follow the daily routine. So it would help them feel better. That was the immediate reaction. Api-Aromatherapy in kindergarten does provide a better cooperation between the pedagogical workers and the parents of the children. The main reason is because the parents are happy that we try more that we are obliged to. Parents also usually trust bee products and know that they have a pharmaceutic effect and that's beneficial for human bodies, so they welcome the idea. We have experiences even when they were planning to go to holidays, and then they say this one case for this 5-year-old girl would miss out the kindergarten for the day. But when they heard that we are coming with Api-Aromatherapy activities, they would change their plans and keep her one day longer in the kindergarten so she could attend actually these activities, and they would go to holidays one day later. So our experiences are really positive here. The next point, we discovered that Api-Aromatherapy in kindergarten does provide better relationships among pedagogical workers also. We did not plan this, but we noticed this along the way because it was new. And of course, if everybody feels better, they go on with each other better. So then we discovered that Api-Aromatherapy does improve conditions for children's physical and mental health, and consequently for their development. See, for these preschool children, it's really very, very important to take into account the all fields of development. You cannot totally separate them. It's not possible. It's all connected. The cognitive development, the social development, psychological development, emotional development, motor development, it's all so strongly connected and combined, and conditions between these fields of development, mutual conditioning for the development, I mean. And so if you affect positively to one field, it most likely has effects on all other fields also. You just need to focus on what are you trying to reach. So first studies confirmed that the children included in the Api kindergarten maintained better health than the children that did not, were not included in the program. But due to the COVID situation, we cannot conclude with certainty that the children included in the Api kindergarten maintained better health for the last 2 years, as the kindergartens were closed in the meantime for a couple of times in Slovenia, and we do not have a picture of continuous treatment during one school year. So here are some pictures, so you can imagine how we introduce the activities to children. These are the small balls of wax that we made with children together. It's to keep them busy, to let them discover the smell, the taste, they can play with it, they can massage their hands when they're testing it. And we realized that Api-Aromatherapy is an efficient method for overcoming social anxiety. Api-Aromatherapy is an effective method to alleviate the stressful period known as introduction to kindergarten. We mean the first weeks of attending kindergarten. So if you include the bee products in sense of aromatherapy, we know the smell is very important for our emotional life and memory. So it is really, really efficient method. We also prepared some suggestions for beekeepers about kindergartens or preschool children visiting air therapy. We wish to have opportunity to visit the Api-therapy chamber, of course, if it would be perfect to come to bring the whole group of children, but it would have to be adjusted a lot. Of course, first point, very short duration. They have really, they do not have so much attention yet. They are developing it. It depends on the age, of course, but it has to be short. It has to be good experience. The atmosphere is of highest importance here. Pedagogical objects, we mean goals here, are different than medical ones. We try to reach other perspectives, because in kindergartens, children are supposed to be healthy, so the sick ones do not come to kindergarten. We only can work or cooperate with the healthy ones, or supposedly healthy ones. So it is important that we try to reach them on from other direction than doctors. Here's the big issue: option to test. teachers, we are professionally obliged to check the terrain before we bring children to it. So if there are if there's no possible to check the terrain first, we will not bring children to it. I would like to say how I really enjoyed the lecture of Mackenzie yesterday, Betty Mackenzie yesterday. I was really happy to hear all information in her presentation. And I would like to point out now that we train in Api kindergarten teachers to check all the necessary measures on the field of health and hygiene in the chamber and inhalation system of a beekeeper and or Api therapist. We train them to check that, to pay attention to that, because it's really important that we do not harm the children, of course. One of the reasons here, this is one of the reasons for no nebulation inhalation tubes. Really, that's very important. Preschool children do not need that if they are healthy. They do not like it. They do not feel comfortable with it. So we need to forget that part, as you saw in the first picture, and I will show you on the next one. I saw you on that picture here how we did it in kindergarten. Here, see, we removed the pipe because there was the issue of hygiene and of comfort for children. So we are performing it right from it. And if we want the child to smell it or to inhale it stronger, we would put his favorite toys near it, so he could come and grab it, or we would simply play near the machine. Okay, then we suggest that professional guidance in the visit is adapted to preschool children. Of course, we must consider the adults present, but the focus should be on preschool children. That means a really, really low amount of information. And then we have teachers provide you consent forms of the parents. I believe this is really important. If it's not annoying thing to do, it's responsible thing to do, and all the educators should be aware of that. We suggest you put protective glass wall insofar as access is past flying bees, because you cannot expect preschool children to behave perfectly all the time. And the suggestion is, of course, let them listen to buzzing of the bees. Activation of all the senses is important for optimal cognitive development in preschool children, so give them that opportunity. Maybe it's interesting to say about ongoing case study in one of Slovenia's public kindergartens this year. It's about this preschool child, aged 4, that has challenges in psychological and sociological development. The educators contacted me, asked if we could help with Beehive air therapy to help him, and start would be, of course, with Api-Aromatherapy in kindergarten. So as far for that, I would like to invite all of you, not all of, I mean, call for cooperation is here, because this is the first, this kind of study. We could really use some ideas, some guidance, maybe knowledge, experience you already have. We have prepared some steps, of course, how we would follow this study. But like I said, cooperation is welcomed. Here I listed some resources for this presentation, and thank you very much for your attention and for listening to this. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer that. Thank you.